Hi guys, so I'm sorry that I have not made a video in a while. I've been very preoccupied, and I will definitely make more videos once he's a little bit bigger and I have gotten a little bit more sleep. But anywho, I decided due to requests that I would make a video on my breastfeeding experience and how that's been. So I exclusively breastfeed Marcus, and the reason I chose breastfeeding was, first of all, my mom had exclusively breastfed me and my sister, and I don't have the money for formula, and exclusively breastfeeding is free. That's honestly the main reason, and it's a lot better for him, and just a bunch of reasons, and it's more convenient. But anywho, when I was in the hospital and I had him at 9:28, so it was night, and I had been up for 23 hours of labor, plus however much time before that, and I was absolutely exhausted, and they just sort of handed him to me and left me there for like 8 hours, and I didn't realize that it was okay to sleep with him in the bed. Oh no, Monkey, what's wrong? I didn't realize it was okay to sleep with him in the bed, so I stayed up for hours and hours just like waiting there and not really knowing what I could do. And I hadn't even had to take a shower yet or even cleaned up. But I really wanted to breastfeed him, and I didn't know what to do. And since it was night, all the lactation consultants were gone, and none of the nurses really helped me. So finally, I hit the call button like 4 times, and someone finally came, and I said, I really want to breastfeed him. I think he's hungry. What do I do? And he's such a wiggle worm. He like always has to be moving. But they said that I have to, hi buddy. They said that I have to, like, just feed him. So, it's like, I don't know how, I don't know what I'm doing. So, the nurse came over and just, like, sort of looked at him and just came back and handed me a nipple shield and was like, just use this. She didn't explain how to use it. She said his latch was wrong. Didn't help. You're going cross-eyed, buddy? Yeah, she was totally not helpful and just sort of threw me a nipple shield and was like, okay, figure it out. So I was so stressed. I was like, he's not going to eat. He's going to starve to death. So we sort of figured out the nipple shield and trial and error, and that went well. He latched onto the nipple shield, and it didn't hurt at all. Like, the entire time it never hurt. And he is also tongue-tied, but it doesn't hurt. And then the next day he got circumcised, so I was freaking, and he slept for like 6 hours after he got circumcised. I was like, he's not eating, he's just sleeping, he's gonna starve, I'm never gonna be able to breastfeed, and I was so distraught. What are you doing there, buddy? I was so distraught about it, and was like, I'm never gonna be able to breastfeed, and I'm gonna have to give him formula, and I was so upset about it. Anywho, we ended up leaving the hospital, and he ended up still eating, and I went into breastfeeding being terrified of breastfeeding, because everyone told me it's gonna be excruciatingly painful, and you're gonna hate it, and you might as well not even try, and all this horrible stuff. So I was terrified about how painful it's gonna be, and it never has one that hurt me. Like, he has, at first, when he latches on sometimes, he does this thing where he sucks on his tongue. And he did that in the womb, they said. So he sucks on his tongue, and that hurts a little bit. But other than that, he is, he is good to go. And after that, it doesn't hurt at all, and I've had a lactation consultant come to see me 2 times, and both times was really helpful. I've had an overall good experience with breastfeeding. He ended up gaining back his birth weight in 4 days, which is quickly. which is quickly. And then he got, and then at 2 weeks she came again and weighed him, and he was 8 pounds 10 ounces, which means he gained 1 pound and 2 ounces since the hospital, and which is since in a week, not even since the hospital, which is ridiculous. And now he's so big. Look at, he's so big. But at the hospital, breastfeeding. It's definitely it's challenging to have to wake up every 3 hours, and he started this new thing where he will cue to feed when he's tired too, just because he wants to use me as a pacifier, which is not so appreciated by me, but he definitely eats a lot. And my lactation consultant said that if I just try taking away the shield mid-feed, that he'll keep eating, and he does, and he can eat without the shield, but sometimes when he's freaking out, when he realizes that he's hungry, he gets really upset, and he'll just cry, and so I try and get him before he really realizes that he's super hungry. So I time when's the last time I fed him, and he will cry. Well, he's eating my finger right now, even though he just ate like half an hour ago. How's that taste, buddy? Anywho, I lose track of thought, sorry. But if I get him early, he's fine, but I need to use the nipple shield when he's freaking out, because he will just not even try and latch and just cry and cry and cry. And I have inverted nipples, so that was also another reason to need the nipple shield, but he's fine without it now. Also, breastfeeding in public, I've been in public with him a lot, and I have yet, he's just eating my finger right now. The lighting is terrible. But, sorry, he distracts me, he's so funny. But, oh yeah, and he won't take a pacifier. Oh, he sort of takes a pacifier. Sometimes he'll take one, sometimes he won't. It's difficult. But, with breastfeeding in public, I don't feel comfortable with it at all yet. I mean, and I'm totally fine with other people breastfeeding in public, don't get me wrong. I have so much respect for them, but I feel so uncomfortable with it because I have no idea, I just don't feel confident in it takes me way too long, and everyone would be able to see my nipple before he latched. So that's the main reason. But breastfeeding is actually going really well, and I should not have been so terrified to breastfeed, because it's a great bonding experience, and my little chunky monk is doing really good with breastfeeding, and I'm doing really good with it. I mean, it hasn't hurt me, and it's just been a really good experience overall. And it's nice at night. I just have to roll over and give him my boob as opposed to go and make a bottle, and it's just a good experience overall. But yeah, okay. So I will make more videos when I don't feel like a zombie. But yeah, okay. Bye. Say bye, Marcus. Bye. Bye, guys.